Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, be sure you check out my very first ever video to kind of let you know why this journey is here. Um, so I'm not going to dive into that in this video, but I will link it down in the description of this video. I'll leave a link to my very first video. Kind of let you know kind of my health journey, kind of a little bit, I guess you could say, what my wake up point was, which was during the pandemic when I was unable to get some medications. But this channel is devoted to health and wellness, and being able to um, get those in a more natural environment eventually, and kind of taking the steps to get us there. So, obviously, this channel is not about medical advice. I am not a medical doctor, nor do I proclaim to be. I cannot diagnose you. I cannot prescribe you any medications. I can just share with you my story, what I'm doing on a day by day basis. Obviously, I'm still kind of a big guy. I was happy to tell you that I did lose a couple pounds yesterday, but it was kind of a lighter day. It was intended to be a couple pound day. So, but 2 pounds is 2 pounds. I'll take it when I can get it. Um, so, in my very first video, I did touch on something that sleep can cause blood sugar issues. So you have to, if you have or having blood sugar issues and you truly want to help yourself along, you need to start doing the things that you need to improve. And one of the biggest things that you can do to help improve your blood sugar is be sure you're getting the proper amount of sleep. And to back that up, the first up is the Mayo Clinic 6 steps to better sleep. You're not doomed to toss and turn every night. Consider simple tips for better sleep, from setting a sleep schedule to including physical activity in your daily routine. I can tell you that the more of these you do, the better your result will be when it comes to getting the sleep. So, first, stick to a schedule. If you have to get up and leave the house at 7 a.m., you want to be asleep by 11. Give yourself at least 8 hours of sleep every night. And for you to get to sleep by 11, that means your wind down time really needs to kick in before 11 o'clock rolls around. So you at least need 30 minutes of in your bedroom preparing yourself for sleep. So that's number one. Set yourself a schedule. Again, if you leave at 7, set that schedule for no later than 11 o'clock that you want to be in bed and asleep by. That means you really want to start winding down probably at 10 and head toward the bedroom by 10:30. That way it assures that you get to sleep by 11. Pay attention to what you eat. This one is really, really big, guys, and it cannot be stressed enough because, as you learned in my first video, I was doing a lot of Monster Energy drinks. And what are Monster Energy drinks loaded with? Why do we buy them? We buy them for the caffeine intake, right? So when I was drinking a bunch of Monster Energy drinks, what do you think my sleep looked like? That's right, guys. I was not sleeping. I was getting 3 to 5 hours of sleep a night. I was calling it good enough Ben sleep and moving on with my day. The reality was it was not good enough Ben sleep. It was horrible sleep. And it was causing me to increase my blood sugar the whole time. Another thing, and I'm going to bring this up because I still fall victim to this one to this day. Devices. Stay off of devices, whether that is your phone, turning on a movie that you've not seen. Um, there are things we can do to help with sleep, and there's things that we can do to hurt with sleep. The device, your phone, is the biggest one. You can get in a heated discussion, and then all of a sudden you look down at the time. It's 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, you still got to get up at 6:30, 7 o'clock and get out the door. Now you're down to, 5 hours of sleep if you're asleep right then and there, and you're not. You're still having to wind down. So be sure when you go to bed, silence your phone, turn off your notifications, make it to where that thing doesn't move or vibrate until it's morning time. Create a restful environment. Exposure to light in the evenings might make it more challenging to fall asleep. Avoid prolonged use of light emitting screens just before bedtime. Prolonged use, avoid it, please. By all means, avoid this at bedtime. The same goes with the tablet. The same goes with playing video games. I was really bad in my early 20s about playing video games, and I couldn't understand how I was always tired. I was always tired because I was up to 3 a.m. playing a video game and getting up at 6 a.m. to go to work. It just didn't function right. It's on here, guys. I can tell you now. I'm not sure I really agree completely with this one, but someone way smarter than me, which is the Mayo Clinic, says limit daytime naps. I am a proponent of a daytime nap, but I can see how that would cause problems at sleep time. Um, this one probably can't be said enough, especially with our modern culture and kind of the job types that are out there. There are not a lot of physical jobs anymore. They're usually digital jobs or sitting in an office or answering a phone or whatever. If you have a desk job or if you have any type of computer job where you're sitting for a long period of time and you're not getting much physical activity or physical walking, do consider after dinner adding a 15 to a 20-minute walk to your daily routine. You will be amazed how much that 10, 15, 20-minute walk can impact one, your blood sugar in a very positive way if you do it right after your meal, but two, how it can impact your sleep that night. You can sleep a lot better once you do that process of taking that walk. Um, Manage your worries is the last tip that the Mayo Clinic has for us to be able to get better sleep quicker. And what that is, and I'll actually pull up one. Um, I personally have started adopting, and it has worked very, very well for me lately. I have started adopting a process of listening to some meditation music right before bed. It helps relax me, it helps decrease and ease my anxieties and my stresses, and it allows me to go to sleep and sleep much deeper. I actually have a watch on that kind of tracks my sleep. And I can tell you the nights that I play that meditation music and go to sleep, I run a very much higher score than the nights that I just go to bed, as far as my sleep score. Usually I'm still getting my 7.5, 8 hours, but on the nights that I'm hitting in the 90s for my sleep score. And the nights that I don't listen to it, I'm only in the 70s. So I cannot stress enough that being able to relax and getting the right mind space for that sleep is everything too. All right, so that is what the Mayo Clinic has to say regarding sleep. Some other studies that have been done out there, guys. Harvard researchers, irregular sleep patterns linked to diabetes. Getting the right amount of sleep is essential for good health, but the duration of your nightly Z's varies significantly. You might be boosting your diabetes risk, suggests a Harvard-led study. Again, people smarter than me, guys. I didn't try to go to Harvard. I didn't go to Harvard, but it is definitely a really good school, and we know that. The other one is from the National Library of Medicine. Link between sleeping and type 2 diabetes is symmetric review. Adults should get at least 7 hours of sleep each night to preserve their overall health and well-being. Sleep disorders and other sleep-related issues affect a sizable portion of the population. Study's main goal was to look into the relationship between type 2 diabetes and sleep. In the study papers throughout, blah, blah, blah. Again, guys, the importance of sleep to your blood sugar, to diabetes, it is all there. So, my goal for you guys is to pattern out to get at least 7.5 hours of sleep a night. Set yourself a bedtime. This is the time I want or need to be in bed by. If that time is, you got to get up at 6 a.m. and it's 10 o'clock, I need to be in bed by 9:30. I need to wind down by 9 o'clock. TV's off, screens, cell phone out of your hand by 9 o'clock. Give your body a chance to reduce those extra dopamines, whatever you want to call it, that screen time has been proven to cause. That way you can sleep better. In addition to that, at least a minimum. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you what I personally do and what has worked for me. You may need to adjust this for you yourself. You may need to turn your screens off at 8 o'clock to go to bed at 9:30. Play around with it. See what works for you. My encouragement is find out what works for you sooner rather than later. Another thing that I will suggest, it is a suggestion, it is only a suggestion, is find yourself. I personally go to YouTube to do mine. And if you look right here on YouTube, I search meditation, sleep music. Me personally, I seem to do better when I'm hearing a gentle lady walking you through like the steps of going to sleep and things like that. I respond a little bit better. Again, I track it, so I can kind of see that when a guy's talking versus a lady's talking, my numbers are a little bit better when the lady's talking. That's just me. Maybe a guy for you. It may be no one for you. You just may need some gentle, relaxing, softer music like you're going to find in some of these to help reduce anxiety and stress and allow yourself that proper sleep time. So my challenge for you is, though, set a schedule, get on a schedule, do it for a week. Try it for 1 week and see how you feel. I personally would suggest at least limiting or ending caffeine at least 8 hours prior to bedtime. So if your bedtime is 8 o'clock, noon. If your bedtime's 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I would at least give 8 hours after caffeine before going to sleep. I mean, if I can kick 6 energy drinks a day, which is my only intake of fluid, and I can switch to water and coffee, and my coffee is limited to 20 ounces of coffee a day. That is it. Other than that, it's just water. If I can do that, I know everyone out there can do that. Everyone has it in them because I personally done it. And if I can do it and I have no willpower whatsoever, I know that you can do it, guys. So, in my comment section, tell me how much sleep you got last night. Tell me how much sleep you want to get tonight. And then come back tomorrow and tell me how much sleep you got tonight. Until next time, guys, my name is Ben. It's a pleasure having you here. I appreciate you being here. Again, be sure to like, subscribe to the channel for more content on my journey to becoming the healthier me that I want to be. It all starts one day at a time, and let's go. Let's get you on board. Let's see if you want to do this too. If you want to share your story with me, don't be afraid to message me, guys. I'm happy to connect with you. I'm happy to kind of go over what I'm doing, what I'm seeing success with, to see if it'll work for you as well. Thank you, guys. See you next time.